Greetings. Welcome to Me LLC, where body safety and confidence are essential to mental health. I'm Me P. Today's topic is example equal words plus action. I have a little short stanza, a little phrase, lengthy phrase that I like to share with you all. It says, and this is in the form of a child speaking. It says, you say God will protect me, but yet you touch me in such ungodly ways. You say to trust you, yet you hurt me physically, mentally, and spiritually. You say you love me, but your ways of touch is not of love. Some say don't believe in God, yet He will be the one that will expose you of the hurt and pain you've caused me and possibly others. It is God who will help me to heal, who will strengthen me, and who will help me that I may overcome to help others. I have made this up because I think in the mindset of what a child must go through. I think this up because I see on Facebook and Twitter and other places people speaking of faith, but I hear few covering the children. You have comedy and everything, but every now and then, even in your comedy, speak of the children. We have to care for our children in this nation. And I speak me. For me, the definition, a woman of the Christian faith who is Black, identify as a Black American. Also with all the elements of a grandmother, of a woman still enjoying her life and want to let others know I'm here. And whatever platform God gives me, I'll speak to the safety of children. Whatever platform God gives me, I'll speak of His presence. I say to those who don't believe, don't stop watching. This platform is just about protecting the children. On my parental and instructor guide to My Body as a Sacrifice, the hand is God, represent God reaching down. That heart is the love of God. And in red it says, hi, is Christ welcome you into His heart. Understand, all that represent doesn't stop God from looking down and want us to be responsible to take care of our children, whether you believe or not. But when it says that you say, trust God, or when you say God will protect me, I am your child for you to protect. And God does protect me. He put you there. You should not be the one that violate me. You should not be the one who pretend to be there for protection when you're not. And in that protection, you're asking God to take you away from me. Most children don't want to be taken away. And at that moment of your weakness or whatever, dismiss yourself from my presence, that you not harm your child. Dismiss yourself from the presence of saying things you don't mean. You say trust you, but yet you're not teaching me right. Because trust don't hurt and then tell me to keep it quiet. Trust isn't deceptive. How do my mind supposed to develop when you say one thing and then do another? You touch me in ways and then tell me don't say nothing and then tell me it's wrong for other people to touch me. You know the school system teaches me these things. Yet you still tell me to be quiet, or you'll say I won't do it again, and you do. You say there is no God, but God works through us to help each other and strengthen us. To where this will not destroy, for so many lives that have destroyed. I'm speaking out in faith and strength of the blood of Jesus Christ that you do not feel that you have to stay in these ways. I'm asking fathers and mothers, be careful of the things you say. Mothers, you teach your daughters that they need to be careful of the intent of the boys. And you say things, but yet, how are you conducting yourself with your husband, with the men you date? Does it stand the same? Oh no. Do as I say, not as I do. Don't work but cause more confusion to the brain. You know what the children say to that? What mama or daddy don't know won't hurt them. That's not good either, because we all know things come. Things come out when they're older, things come out when they're adults. And fathers, nobody can make an impression like you can on your son, that he don't just need another notch in the belt. Do you understand what we can do as a community? They talk about Black Lives Matters. All that violence is out of control. It hurts. I'm a mother, a grandmother, an aunt. Yes, somebody's child. So it affects me. Crime on crime in the Black community. But what about in the homes? I know parents, you say your children isn't listening to you. And what you've done in the past, you can't change. But you can make a change right now by making up your mind to do better, to work better. Communication and love instead of anger and frustration. I get it. I know all about it. But that anger got to be taken in a different way. They got to hear that love drawing them in. That's right. That love that, hey, I won't touch you inappropriately. I want you to understand there is protection. I want you to understand that there is a God in heaven. And I'm accountable to help you. Let me start now. Mothers, you can talk to your son. Educate them that I know what they see on TV is this and this and this. But also help them to understand what consequences is. Because you know the guys are saying, hey, a guy is a guy, a man is a man. Hey, look at her, look at her. Want to talk about dress code? My body is a sacrifice. When I say sacrifice, I'm not talking about killing of like animals like they did in the back day. What I'm saying is purposely making a reason why you honor your body. It was given to you to protect. And as a parent, you're supposed to teach that child how to protect it, and you be first. Because they're so young, they don't know. You got to protect to the best of your ability. Hey, there have been some say, hey, I taught them, I did all I could, and things happened. Listen, you can't stay in that state. Do what you're supposed to do. And then part of your covering of them is to help them heal. Help them to know that you're not going to keep looking at them in a dark way, in a way that's not pleasing. That you can look at them and say, hey, we can overcome. We tell them, hey, you lose a job, that's all right, you can get another one. Teach them that no, it's not that easy, but I'm going to walk with you as long as it takes to help you come along. We hold up each other, not knock each other down. Talk to your children. Tell them when you touch one of your siblings inappropriately, you're knocking them down. It's not just the physical that they injure. And you say, oh, they not hurt. They hurting. It messes with how their mind focus. So, okay, well, this happened, even though they say it's wrong, but it's okay to do it. Just do it in private. Would it hurt? Would it hurt to tell your daughters to have a voice? Would it hurt to tell your sons? Don't be misled. It happens to the boys. It happens to the males. Society just programmed it to them to say, hey, you're supposed to like it and count it all good. But there's some out there that's been damaged because they thought that person meant they love them. They're looking for a mother image. Or they thought they were supposed to feel a certain way because that's the way they see it on TV, but they feel weird. And then some try to deceive it by saying, oh, people of religion teach that you're not supposed to do this and that. That's just normal. Don't get it mixed up. There's a spiritual and there's a natural. A lot of ways they clash hard. But it's all to protect each other. That's what it's all about, protection. Listen, borders are meant, or boundaries, they are here to protect you. When you cross the boundary or the border or something, you're coming in, it wasn't welcome, you violate. And what you say is welcome a lot of times is not a welcome, it's you pushing your way into violating somebody else. Again, let your words and your actions be a positive example. Listen, your children love you. They need your protection. When you're teaching them a faith, stand in it. Work on to strengthen yourself so you can be able to protect them. But leave your children not unattended just for anybody to have any type of say. Talk to your children about what they're doing. Talk to what the person said. Tell them, hey, describe how the person talked. You know, children like to have laughter. Tell them to pretend they're the teacher and teach what the teacher said. You see the kids talking about something. A, B, no, A, B, C, you know. Let them have it. Let them have it. But also say, what does your teacher teach that you don't like? Touching. Touching where? Did the teacher tell you a secret that you're not supposed to tell mommy? Tell mommy. Because mommy need to make sure that the teacher isn't telling you something wrong. Tell daddy. Because daddy need to know. Because daddy trying to keep his baby girl safe. It's up to daddy to make sure my son is taught in the right way. I assure you, with the statistics saying that estimated 60,000 cases are reported of sexual abuse each year. We can shatter those numbers if we work together. We can work together. You don't want to work with nobody else? We're working together, just communicating here. Working together means going home and talking to your children. In the home is where it begins. Something has happened, give some help. If an adult then done something, I pray you never do it again. But it's not fair to let you run amok to hurt someone else. Get you some help. Can't blame drug and alcohol. I know, I hear it. Oh, they loosen you up. You see it on the news. You hear where children have been, I shouldn't say children, they are young adults in college that experience rape after drinking. People say, no, she was drinking and she was dancing a certain way. No excuse. We all know of those natural affections. God had a reason that he gave it. Don't abuse it. Can't make excuses for your bad behavior. But would it be so harmful if we taught our children? I guarantee you would have to prove me different. Teach your children in the home about body safety, about how it is to go on if they decide to go on a date. If everybody is teaching, even if your child did not obey, you've done your work. But I still say it will shatter those statistics. Because as you teach your child, you're teaching your children to speak up and have a voice as early as they can tell. Even if your child is small and can't say something, say, what? Did they hurt you in daycare? Mm-hmm. Where did they hurt you? And they'll point to it. They'll point to it. And you say, hey, I don't know if I have enough evidence. I will still say contact an agency and see if they have anything and ask them how to go about it. How there can be more watch, what you can do. Don't dismiss it or just go up there and say anything and talk any kind of way to the people. You could be talking to the wrong one. And the other person is going to say when they confront, I didn't do nothing. Why did you do nothing? We got to have a plan. Make a plan. When you don't have a plan, so many things can go wrong. And when you have a plan, it doesn't always go, but you're doing your best. Hey, when you tell your child to trust and love you, can they do that? Do you know how many children is not on the spectrum of mental health issues, but so much chaos is in their mind? Can we bring it back to not having so many teen pregnancies? Because some of that does come from not just a child being fast. I don't know why y'all just say women are fast or females are fast, yet the boy is just being a boy. All behaviors are incorrect. But it also gives the girl a chance to process things in her brain of being right. Even of the young man not to respond to every time he has a notion. And nobody wants to have TV censored. But as a parent, you have that right. Have you talked about drugs? My body is a sacrifice. It has a little simple little way there. You can bring in the topic. Be an example. Don't let your children see you drinking and acting any kind of way, in any kind of form with anybody. You want to teach them that they don't have to turn around and make you cry. Because one day, that child that you just saying he a boy, he touching, oh, it was no big deal. Here he is in elementary. He just seeing what he see on TV. Well, why you keep letting him watch that on TV? But you got to talk to him. And it's not just a one-time thing to say, hey, son, look, no, you got to wait. I know she do that and girls do that. You're making excuses. You're teaching him excuses. Someday it could be where he could be in prison for the behavior. And don't be fooled. There's females now. I want y'all to get that out your head. Most cases I heard it was the babysitter. She was the babysitter. Your family member. The girl down the street. Or some girl he was dating and introduced it to him at a young age. And I'm not talking about teenage years. I'm talking about younger years. How did she know to touch and do the things she doing? Children's mind need time to process things correctly, and they need you to help them along the way. Teaching them boundaries and borders also help them to understand even when they go out, they have to respect the law. Would it hurt? No, your child never did molest or was molested, but yet he going out there grabbing a gun and shooting somebody. Hey, the females are doing it too. They snatching purses out of cars and things like this. Boundaries. Boundaries. I'm just saying, as the author of Me P. Example is words plus action. Let's make it positive. Let's protect our children. Stop sexual abuse. Have a good day.